and welcome to another video. I am on Re-Evo and I will be playing Re-Evo today. But this isn't the purpose of the video. See, I have done a few tips videos. I've done tips for people who just want to play Minecraft. I've done tips for parents so far. But I am a small creator, and a lot of the things I think about and I generally like to talk to people about is what it's like to be a small creator. Now, I know I haven't been here for long, and please take whatever I have to say with a grain of salt. Everyone's experiences, everyone's thoughts are their own individual thing. Choose to say, take away from this conversation, or from this, whatever you want. Because simply, all I am doing is sharing some of the insights that I've learned as I've, grown in the last few months. I have been doing YouTube for only, I think, I'm coming up on 6 months. Really, 5 months. I've been here for 5 months. So, not a lot of time. I've only learned and grown so much. I do have to say, I'm going to recognize the fact that I made progress. Is that I've learned a lot so far. I still have a ways to go. But there are some things that I feel are valuable and I think that I want to share. So, number 1, pick your niche. Now, what I mean by this is not a type of videos that you want to make or a certain category of videos that you like, but pick a type of video that you want to create. Ask yourself, do you want to create short form, long form, or extended videos? Short form being shorts or very, maybe maximum 7-minute episodes. Sort of like a kid's cartoon type length. Your videos then have to be very short, concise, straight to the point. I have chosen to do sort of a long form video, so around 20 minutes. Although when I'm talking to different audiences, I like to cater it towards them. So when I did my parents' videos, I know parents can be very, very busy. I made sure to make sure that I ensured that my videos were only 7 minutes. I think my aim was 7 minutes. Just because, it would allow them to learn, but also it wouldn't interfere in your day too much. But no, I chose to do long form mainly because I have quite a lot of exploring to do. I have plots, I have plot buildings to do. When I'm doing a 20-minute video, I'm able to get a bit of conversation in, a bit of building, and hopefully, if I can manage it, a little bit of interaction. What else? Now, that's the main thing. Now, you don't need to be perfect straight away. I still do not have a lot of equipment that I want to get. I really want to get a capture card. Haven't got that yet. I would like to get a better mic. I'm still using a set of headphones with a microphone attached. And there are just all of these things that I want to do and I want to improve on. So when you're getting started, look, don't worry about the views. And I know that's really hard, and I know that's something that I still check on every day. But the key with making content and with this need is that you are relying on a lot of people in the public realm to like you. Whoa, I'm confusion. Okay. You're relying on so many people to like and enjoy your content. Those are all things that you simply just don't have control over. And as much as I hate to say it, you can't make everyone like you. But the way I like to put things, and especially with... Oh, this is a good one. I'm breaking 3 and for the falling 4 for 58 episodes. the only thing that I have to say is you can only control one thing. All you can do is strive to put out the best content you can. And while that may look different for everyone, it is, I think, something that is relatively attainable. Because obviously, how good something is a completely subjective choice. What I think is really good, say the Life series, someone else may absolutely hate it. And you know what, that's okay, because especially when you get started, you're not going to have a lot of views, you're not going to have a lot of subscribers. I would say set a benchmark. Say, I will be very proud of this video if I get 10 views. That's typically what I do. If my video is seen by 10 people, I'm happy. I'm happy, it has done well, and that's all I can ask. If a video, say some of my other ones got 100 plus views, I'm going to be jumping up and down. Because simply, you know what, I got 10, and then it got a little bit more. You can't control what other people do, how they spend their time, and if they will enjoy your videos or not. All you can do is make the best content you can. And I'd say, you know, if I can make a pretty good piece of content, then I'm happy. And you know what? If one person dislikes that content, that is okay. Because look at how many other people enjoy it. And I think having these shifts in perspective, instead of saying, oh no, I got a dislike this time. So, out of this many people, one person didn't like it, I call that a pretty cool win. Because, you know what, you can't cater for everyone's tastes. There is a reason why there are so many vastly different content creators out there. And it's okay. I mean, the other piece of advice that I've got for small creators is that you are going to go through blips. There are going to be times where your content is absolutely just popping off. You're doing absolutely fantastic, and you know everyone seems to love your content. There will be times though where that shifts, and that may be because of a break you took. That may be because, do you know what, you added a series in, or you had to reduce your uploads. There is a multitude of reasons, but yeah, there's a multitude of reasons, but none of them are really going to impact anything. And ultimately, I think that even just getting started on content creation is firstly just a huge step, and I want to applaud anyone who gives it a go. Because it's work. And while, especially at the start, you're not going to get paid, you're not going to get rewarded for your work in that way that I think many of us as kids, you start off thinking, YouTube would be such an awesome job, and you can even make money from it, and I can just sit down and play games all day. It's not just that. Because I think, especially as a gaming content creator, it's a very small step. We're just going to stand here. It's a very small step in. Am I pink? I don't really think I'm pink. Yeah, it's a very small thing. It's a very small part. And it'll be okay. I think being able to push through that, thinking, you know, when I have had, or a couple of times like that, where I've gone through little droughts of content where people aren't really seeing my videos, is when I sort of have to remind myself that, hey, the only thing that I can control right now is that I, myself, am making good content, that I am proud of the videos that I'm putting out, and that I can put out some, you know what, up to my standard. And also just be mindful of the time you have. A week is only so long, and while content creation can take up a lot of that space and a lot of the time, especially doing the prep work in between episodes, make time for yourself, make time for others, and make time to ensure that you're just grounded in, I would say grounded in your beliefs, grounded in your stance. Ultimately, my final tip, and I know this is quite long, is to set boundaries. When I started this channel, I set boundaries firstly with friends. Because my name on the channel is Jade, isn't my actual name. And I told my friends that if they want to comment or anything on this channel, they must use that name, because I don't want my real name getting out in the public. Secondly, set boundaries with yourself. The internet is a scary, scary place. The internet is a horrible place where things can go horribly wrong, very quickly for that matter. Be mindful in all things. Please be mindful that there are some pretty weird people on the internet. Please do not share personal details with them. You can say all you want about different things, but please do not share personal details, and figure out where you draw that line. I'm happy with people knowing the country I'm from, because that is part of who I am. It's part of my accent. It's part of all of these things. So it's something that I also found that would be pretty hard to hide. I don't want my age getting out at the moment. I don't want my name getting out at the moment. I also, privacy. There are so many reasons why people choose to share their names and share their personal details. And one thing that I'm willing to change later on will be a face reveal. Is that I will be doing a face reveal at some sort of milestone. But a lot of that is just not, is something that you need to have a conversation with yourself, write it down. What am I comfortable to share on the internet, and what do I not want shared? And I think that doesn't even just apply to content creators, it should apply to everyone. Because we pretty much have the internet at our fingertips. Anyone can access it, and therefore it's a scary place. Figure out what you want shared, and figure out what you want to hear. If someone you didn't know called you out by your real first name in the middle of the street, you have never met the person before, you've never seen them, would you be okay with that? Because if it was me, I would find that pretty creepy, and I would have run away very quickly. But make sure you know and you set that boundary for yourself. Anyway, guys, that's pretty much it. I think I might have to do a part 2 because I've got some more tips. But I think that's it for today. I really hope you enjoyed this. This is just going to be raw footage. I'm not posting any edits to this. So, if you enjoyed it, I hope you really had a good time. If you did, feel free to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye!